pictures. Her body was unrecognizable. Her curly hair, which I once thought was so beautiful, was matted with blood. It was matted with blood. Her chest was full of bomb shrapnel because she was sitting at home studying. And she was killed pursuing the thing that she loved to do. This was one of the most painful sights I have seen in my life. Someone who was only 16, someone I knew, someone I loved, someone I cherished, dead. I felt incredibly horrible and alone. The narrative that I am receiving right now from the media and the people who represent us is that my life is worth nothing because I am Palestinian American. That I am nothing but a terrorist sympathizer because I fight for my people and the people I know.
False.
So how do you think it feels when I open Instagram first thing in the morning and see one of my closest friends dead?
Terrible.
Yeah, feels pretty bad. Do you think it feels good to be a witness to the constant slaughter of your people? No. It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. It's not about politics or religion or history to me anymore. It's about the dying people and the culture that dies with them. My people are amongst the most resilient in this world. And I'm scared that when Israel's government wants to eradicate us, that the people will only remember us as a bitter, angry race of brown people, turning the next generation into scared people who are angry at the world. We don't deserve this! What you all are doing here is imperative, and it gives me hope. So thank you for being here.
We love you.
Now I'm going to read you a poem. When the census came, they called us Caucasian. When we went to school, they called us Arabs, and when we met the Arabs, they called us Catholics. When Athena's brand started making hummus, they called it Greek. When we made Moroccan couscous, they called it Israeli. When the towers fell, we were American. When the towers fell, we were afraid. When we were asked at the airport, we were Jordanian. And when the people who asked us were Jordanian, we feigned our accents all the way to our gates. When the war began, we were Syrian. I have been Syrian for 3 years until a little girl of 4 years old washed up on a tepid Turkish shore, reciting the Lord's tongue in her Levantine prayer. We were Egyptian for decades. When my cousin was born with maple-colored curls, we called her blonde. When we wanted boyfriends and girlfriends, our parents called us American. When they swore on the Bible and passed the history test, we called them American. When the forefathers founded a new homeland, they fashioned some stars. They killed the people there and they called it America. But nobody called us Native Israelis like they called them Native Americans. When we elected a black man president, we called it progress. We don't hate anyone, we said. What we hate is being called terrorists as we tend to nativity. What we hate is being erased from Google Maps. What we hate is by any other name still called a genocide.
Preach.
Aren't we all Palestinian? In the way we are lonely and nationless, reduced to bodies when we are dead. In America, indigenous people were still confined to reservations in 1924. In America, they still call it the Department of Indian Affairs. In America, they've called it Gaza, the West Bank, and the Palestinian territories. On Google Maps, they don't call it anything at all! When my grandmother is asked where she is from, she answers, Bethlehem, where Jesus is born. I stand to correct her. She's from Palestine, where your